I think what's been really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And it was really one of the first things we connected on. It was one of the first things we started talking about when we met, was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change. I think that was, that's what got date 2 in the books, probably.
Plenty to talk about.
My name is Harry, I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Next week. Okay, this one was out for a while, since September 26. Today is September 29, like 3 days ago. I forgot to put it on to share with you. I don't even think I put it on my community board. Me thinks Prince William's valet is really his side piece, is the perfect cover up for a male lover, in my opinion. Okay, I'm telling you, some of the tweets, they don't play. They just put it out there. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know. Prince William hires no valet responsible for choosing what he wears, an archaic move. Prince William has followed his father's footsteps by hiring a valet who will be responsible for the future king's clothing and appearance. Okay, by Emily Ferguson, digital royal editor specializing in the British royal family. September 25th, 4 days ago. Alright, this one I black. Maybe he hires a lot of gay men in position close to him. He seems to champion gay men in general. I haven't seen him do the same for gay women. He's gone to gay bars. Yeah, I didn't share this because I didn't know what I would say once I start recording, so I didn't share that one. Yeah, when he was, what is it, Romania? Some other countries. Is it Poland or something like that? He's gone to gay bars. They call him Prince of Pegging. There has to be some truth to it. Alright, and him being punished for being to a gay bar in Poland. Poland, that's where it was. And Poland is no small thing. He really wants to kick the closet door down. He really wants to kick the closet door down. Okay, so Prince William went to a gay bar in Poland. There it is here. This is the one I was trying to avoid, but she brought it up. Comment. Prince William went to a gay bar in Poland. That's against the script for the right-wing aligned royal and his media sponsors. But is he rebelling, or was he just satisfying a personal whim? I mean, he is going to Singapore with just his valet and not his missus. Is that here? Because what is it? Kate, they say Kate is not gonna go. Prince William, what did it say here? Okay. Prince William dined at gay restaurant on surprise Poland trip. Prince William surprised unsuspected diners at a gay restaurant in Warsaw, Poland, when he sat down for a meal Wednesday night. Wow. There's nothing wrong being gay, but it's the kind of rhetoric that keeps on going, and then they all keep their mouth shut. But meanwhile, if there's many of them who's, like this person said, who's trying to kick the door down. Alright, you could say the same thing about Harry. As they pose for pictures, they joke around, and Harry telling Nacho to stop getting so close. As Nacho put his arm around the royal, all sort of connotation there. LOL, you appear to have too much time on your hand, real work. Okay, they are still doing things just like they did in the 15th century. Valets and ladies in waiting to dress them from head to toe. This is absurd. He can hire Granny for all I care. Still won't change his attitude for his his manner. That's true. Like I said in some other videos, it's like putting lipstick on a pig. it will still be a pig. But they're not willing to change from the inside, the core values. This one, I sort of find it funny. I posted that on my community board. I don't know who Leslie Sue Smith is, but was it Smith is? But I don't know. It seems like karma is coming after everybody. Okay, Leslie Sue Smith created a YouTube channel to spread vicious falsehood about Meghan Markle and her family. Apparently, Leslie was attacked by red ants. Meghan's ancestors are putting in the work this week. There's the laugh here. I thought that was kind of funny. So let's see here. I'm not gonna lie. This really hurts. Oh my goodness. So is that what it is? Let's please have a moment of silence for one of the brave ants who then survived to encounter. Rest in peace. This is how they look. Whew, up close. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, she deserved it. Shame it only happened to her leg. My condolences to the ant. All I can say is that the red ants are very brave going anywhere near her legs. Alright, so there's more comment. Let's go. I don't know. This is just the one I wanted to share with you. And it's on my community board if you want to read more of the comments. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this one I label haters. Those GIF sometimes make the thing even more relatable, more funny. Okay, update. Tampon supporters are calling Kane and Wadey work shy, and they have numbers that show Tampon had 3 times more engagement than Wank. Alright, William and Kate. So they're starting to complain. And this is why he's doing all those fly around without anything substance behind it. You know, going to New York to shake hand and all of that. If they sit down, really sit down and think what needs to be done, even one engagement is good enough, and then follow up after that. Because they just show up, say all the things that the people wants to hear, and they go back to their surrounding, whatever, their respected places, and they forget what they just did. They don't follow up. They don't make phone calls to see, okay, while I was in this engagement, this person told me this. This is what they need. This is what they want. Let's call this person, see if they could facilitate. They don't do that, in my humble opinion. They just show up and then leave, and that was it. They forget about it. My goodness. As many engagement they could do, it's not gonna help at all if they don't follow up and help those people, those charities and all of that. My goodness, there's a laugh. What has led to all this discord amongst the trolls? Okay, is that an ad? What is that? I'm taking my country and splitting. Let them fight among themselves. Okay, cheers to that. Let the end fight begins. That's all I'm saying. Okay, comma, Carmelon. Okay, so there's more. It's a popcorn. All right, let's go to the next one. Next tweet. Okay. The component of Queen Elizabeth's last will and testament specifying her wealth will be distributed after her death in Scotland is to remain hidden from the public for at least 90 years. In other words, the current people who's living now, okay, don't get to know about it. It's our great-grandkids will know about it. I mean, these people, I don't know why they have a say on things like this. I mean, I can understand they leave their will or whatever, but once the will is written, it should be up to the people because the people is upkeeping them. You understand what I mean? The lifestyle that they're living right now, to be able to do whatever it is, get protection from taxpayers' money. So, once they die, whatever they left behind, okay, I can understand they leave a will for their kids, okay, whatever each respective people get from hers, that's fine. But the information should be out right away. Because it's the current, the one who's working their butt off right now, they're the one who kept her ass in a place of comfortable. Look at Harry, so cute. Okay, I don't understand how this works. So the heir received nothing for 90 years. Okay, I didn't read, there's no link, so I don't know anything about that. What is it? The same thing with Prince Philip. And then recently, what is it? Some documents regarding Andrew. and 65 years. I mean, come on. Nobody's complaining, so they get away with it. Who cares? Okay, both Phil and Liz made this request in their separate last will and testament. None of their known and living dependents today or LWT recipient will be alive for the reading or distribution of either of their wills. How does that work? So they don't leave anything for anybody. Okay, who do they have to hide? Okay, and we know who fares very well in this decision. What I think happened, and I think I said it during Prince Philip things, the people, the family, they get whatever it is that the will say. It's just they don't tell the public what it is. But the people, the family members, each respective members get what it is, whatever it says in the will. But the public don't know until that whatever amount of time. Okay, that's the way they roll in the royal family. When it comes to money, we gave them. Apparently, how they carve it up after they've gone is none of our business. Abolish the monarchy. That's what I'm saying. It should be up to the people. I don't know. It's almost like what is it? Yesterday on my yesterday's podcast, I put a clip of AOC talking about Trump's how he used the taxpayers' money to do his thing, but the benefits of his golf course he kept it to himself, and then the taxpayers left out. Okay, so it's almost the same thing as this. Next tweet. I have two more. Why did I put this? Oh, Lord. All right, 3 more left. Okay, Prince Charles unveiled a fashion collection with York's net-a-porter. Who the hell are these? I swear, when I first read this, it looks like it was like in the 70s. Clothes people in the 70s will wear. Okay, so she's making reference to that. Remember when Meghan launched her Smart Works collection in 2019? Charles followed. And this is the clothes they... Look at the guy in the back. They all make the face. Meghan sold out. How did his line do? Okay, really? What charity did that benefit? Royal Foundation. But who are these clothes aimed at? With a starting price of £395. What? I haven't seen a family members, especially Cappy Kate or Cunning Camilla, wearing the brand. It came and went like a fart in a whirlwind. Do they ever think for themselves? Never mind. Oh, look now, the whole royal family is following Meghan's example. That's interesting. Which charity Chuck is doing this for? Copy Kate, copy Willie, now copy Charlie. Alright, let's go to the next one. It come and go. I mean, come on. My God. They don't follow up. They do it word of mouth and then they done. Okay. Okay. Next tweet. The British media is still bizarrely focused on the Sussex's 2021 New York City trip. Wow. They are pissed. This is the past weekend. Okay. And I have a video on our part of Pew Service that discuss a new charity. No, it's not a new charity. What is it? What Meghan did, partnered with Gianco charity is it's based in California, but they help people in Nigeria. So Archewell partner with them. So I have a video on that on our part of Pew Service, and then on that same video, I spoke about George Clooney and his wife, what they're doing for. It's just astounding. I forgot the name. It's is it CTJ or something like that? I'll put the screenshot of the thumbnails. Okay, so they pretty much provide legal for people around the world, globally, who have been mistreated by their government. This kind of thing. Okay, so go check it out. It's very informative, especially if you live in a country where to get help is very expensive. I think it's something some people should look into. I read a small portion, but the vast of information that's in that website is astounding. Okay, so it's regarding George Clooney and Amal Clooney. They put that together. Okay, oh my, a well-planned, completely thought-out visit that is so unheard of to the British media. Well, Americans are not subjects. Royals can just stop by and use other people's children willy-nilly like they do in England. Planning ahead, avoid embarrassment, something Wank need to do. Okay, regarding this, because they made phone call and said this is what we're gonna do, step by step and whatever, so they know what, they follow a plan. Okay, okay, where was I just read this, and this is that. Just Willie still sitting over her flap and was stood up by the mayor. Okay, so there's pictures of Harry and Meghan at the UN with all those people, prominent people. This is the mayor. Okay, there's the mayor here at the end, and Harry and Meghan on the other side, and all the other people here. Because he made the speech too. Oh my God, that's the first time I'm seeing this picture. What? United Nations. Did they put this together? Is that for real? No, that has to be some sort of Photoshop. I don't understand this. This is not true. If it is, what? Nah, this is not true. Nah, I don't believe this. Okay, so let's see here. What did Will do so badly in Poland? Is this type of restaurant he ate at? Okay, so that's regarding the gay one. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. As a matter of fact, it's probably in a way for the LGBTQ plus community. I don't see anything wrong with it. But it's the fact that they keep on hiding behind stuff and then trash on people when they themselves are probably that. That's the hypocrisy of things for me. I don't see anything wrong of him eating at a gay bar. I probably will go and eat there too if I'm hungry. But whatever. Well, Harry and Meghan's trip are well documented, so the UK tabloid dogs can read, review, check out, chew on, digest, regurgitate, and bark and crawl and scroll as much as they want, and need to figure out why Harry and Meghan's travels are successful and Toby has not been and never will be. I think Harry have given them cues of how they could proceed to make themselves a little bit more relevant. But I don't think they're listening. They're looking at the facade of things, the finished product, but they don't know the work that goes behind the core values. Pick one thing that you're interested in and focus on it. Who cares if people are saying, oh, you're not doing this, but it's not you. So how could you be something that you are not? So focus on something you care about. Who cares if people don't like it, but this is what you're passionate about. It seems like Harry will have been passionate about the thing that he's doing ever since he was a young man. When he did that interview with Matt Lauer in the US, what he wants to do and whatever, one of the things that he said, if he ever get normal, he'll be doing this, he'll be doing that, work in Africa with safaris and all of that. What is Harry doing now? Exactly that. This is very telling. When someone knows what they want to do, I'm telling you, it's just pursue it. But when you don't know, you wander around, that's kind of sad. And that is what happened to a lot of majority of people, including me sometimes. Okay, because of the flap, that was really a very forgettable trip to New York. Well, then Wooten won't be obsessing over them anymore. His Daily Mail column has been taken down and his contract terminated. There's the laugh, comma is on time. Comma is in town. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. All right, one more after this one. The last one I think might take me a while. Okay, let's see this. Oh, this one is so cute. Let's pause. Okay. Because if I don't do that while I'm talking, it will start playing. Okay, quote, when the doctor said it was a matter of minutes, I told Meg that I wanted mine to be the first face our little girl saw. Prince Harry on delivering Princess Lilibet. Okay, 27. There's a music, so let me just play that and put some screenshot in between. But the music will be, I'll put a different music. Oh, it's buffering. I should have just let it play before. Alright, so never mind. It's buffering, wasting time. Okay, he wanted to ensure that Lily always know that his face will protect her, right? He promised her like he did to her mom when he said he'll keep her safe, and he did. That's a man. So happy for Prince Harry. You just know that Princess Elizabeth is daddy's girl. Love went. There's that. Okay. Oh, he loves being a dad. Oh goodness, I love this for Harry. The universe conspired to give him the happiness he deserves because he has such a pure heart. My sentiment exactly. He deserved this life. He has been longing and was told by Toby it might not happen and he had to be okay with it. Yeah, I remember that. But heaven already had beautiful things in store for him. The paragraphs where he had conversation with a moon always breaks my heart. Okay. Okay, he longed for love, for children and support, but at the end, he got all of those things. No wonder when he met Meghan, he said he had been waiting for her forever. Thank God that she arrived, but also ask what took her so long. Okay, I can imagine the joy in that house every day, right? Because that's the kind of life they deserve. They fought so hard to have it. I remember back, I don't know, a couple of years ago, on PYTE, and I'm saying things like I could see them in the kitchen Saturday morning making breakfast together and having fun, and then in the docu-series you see Archie cooking with his aunt, and all of that. What is it? Harry and Meghan making cake for Archie's birthday and all of that. So it seems like whatever I was seeing was somewhat close. Okay, she's walking. Oh, it's Ben. Okay, she's probably running now. Yes, I think she was 1 year old here. Now she's probably running and busy like her older brother. Okay, okay, that's a different language. Okay, so let me go to my last one. This one is U.S. politics. Let's see here. Okay, so I decided to bookmark hers, but Chris Evans, the encyclopedia of Twitter, had it too. But let's focus on this one though. It's the same clip, but this one is from the squad, so the squad will probably have answer here. The other one, you'll find all sort of other people. The reason why they hate us black women is because we see through their bullshit and call them out when others coward. Yesterday video, I can't believe I removed a lot of things that I've said when it comes to the Trump thing, and I was talking about how it's Georgia prosecutor is a black woman, and the U.S. And the New York one, black. I went on and I decided to remove it, but there's the same thing here. All the other ones, I don't know. But let's listen. It's 1 minute and 22 seconds.
President of the United States has committed. But when we start talking about things that look like evidence, they want to act like they blind. They don't know what this is. These are our national secrets. Looks like in the shitter to me.
In the shitter.
This looks like more evidence of our national secrets, say on the stage at Mar-a-Lago. When we're talking about somebody that's committed high crimes, it's at least indictments. Let's say 32 counts related to unauthorized retention of national security secrets, 7 counts related to obstructing the investigation, 3 false statements, 1 count of conspiracy to defraud the United States, falsifying business records, conspiracy to defraud the United States, 2 counts related to efforts to obstruct the vote certification proceedings, 1 count of conspiracy to violate civil rights, 23 counts related to forgery or false document statements, 8 counts related to soliciting, and I could go on because he's got 91 counts pending right now. But I will tell you what the president has been guilty of. He has unfortunately been guilty of loving his child unconditionally, and that is the only evidence that they have brought forward. And honestly, I hope and pray that my parents love me half as much as he loves his child. Until they find some evidence, we need to get back to the people's work, which means keeping this government open so that people don't go hungry in the streets of the United States. And I will yield. President.
They pretend like Trump didn't do anything. Oh, it's just astounding. The amount of lives that have been lost to get those information, and this guy just came in and then just trash it. Just trash it. And I've said this so many times. If you don't teach your kids the value of the things you're gonna leave for them, they will not appreciate it. This is exactly what this guy just did. This is what he just did. And then he's in position and possibly being in that position again. I don't freaking understand this. And then the thing is that they benefit on things once they realize other people's gonna benefit from it, the people they don't want to, they will rather destroy it. My God. And then also, as this lady talking, look at the guy's face. It reminds me of Edward. When they don't care about something, they give that face. Oh, are you talking to me? This kind of thing. I'll show you the picture of Edward when he went to the Caribbean with his wife. And let me see if I see it. Just keep a look at him.
President of the United States has committed. But when we start talking about things that look like evidence, they want to
I'm not going to play it again. It's his face. He's like, They know what's up. Okay, someone reply and then black, so I won't see. If y'all can let me know what the person said and the handle, I will very much appreciate it. Okay, a star is born. That's not the first time she's hit the nail on the head. There have been other clips of her. I think she's from Texas or something. All right, you said out loud exactly what I've been thinking, but it is because of women like her, Dr. Shola, D.A. Fannie Willis, A.G. Letitia James, and others that I still have wings. Yeah, thanks. All right, so I am done. There's more comment, but I'm done. All right, so there's more things here. Let me see. Okay, this one I'm gonna add here. Rush Limbaugh, he passed. This is another right-wing person. Why are they bringing this here? What did he say? Cancer is a bitch 99.8% of the time. Rush was the other 0.2%. Okay, official Rush Limbaugh. Rush was right 99.8% of the time. We must continue to stand up for the fundamental American values and exceptionalism. Okay, so let's see here. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. I never listened to him. I've heard sound bites here and there of his BS, but he passed and I was like, thank God. That's all. Wherever he is, God could deal with him. I'm not going to say anything.
So just to review, what is American exceptionalism? The core of American exceptionalism is that we are the first country to enshrine in law via our founding documents that the individual has rights and liberties that cannot be taken away from them, especially by government.
So what is happening now? The other day I read something where the Supreme Court did something. I passed through it because I didn't want to get my emotion into it. So I saw the headline and move on. But now that things are not working in accordance to the people of Trump's, they're messing up things. But let's listen to him.
And it is this that has helped us, otherwise ordinary people, to achieve extraordinary things, because it has resulted in the removal of shackles.
Well, that's true.
That allow everybody in this country, whether they know it or not, it's a shame that too many don't, to set out on a path to get whatever they want. It's nothing more complicated than that. To be whatever they want, to do whatever they want. Now, we understand there's a common morality and a framework of law within these behaviors take place.
I was just about to say that. There's respect and understanding, and there's boundaries. Yes, you could go and achieve whatever you want, but don't step on people's right to get it. All right, within certain rules and regulations. So yeah, I was just about to say it, but there he is making that reference. Yes, you could still pursue your happiness or whatever it is that you want, but there is a certain way of doing it without disturbing somebody else's own way of achieving theirs. All right, so let's continue.
Don't need to specify. It doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Outside the law, you know what I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
A normal, sensible person does. American exceptionalism, America the first country to enshrine in law that the individual has rights, liberties, and freedom that cannot be taken away.
I swear, this should be playing to those megas, because he was a mega. I don't know, something happened to him afterward because he went berserk. I can't stand him. I didn't know he said this. And he's right. Many of the things that I've said, he had already said them. And I didn't even know he said this kind of thing. Those megas people should listen to this podcast itself, what he's saying right now.
We are born with them. They are part of our creation. They cannot be taken away even by the government. It's written. And that's what the Democrat Party objects to and doesn't like.
No.
And it is this primarily.
That's where we disagree here. The Democrat is trying to preserve that. But there's the megas. Look at this. I didn't even know he was going to say that. There's the megas. The Trump people are removing that. Literally, it's happening now. It's happening now. I think it was the LGBTQ thing where they're saying that restaurant people cannot serve certain people if you're gay or something. How the hell will they know somebody's gay? Were they in their bedroom when that happened? If I walk with a girlfriend, we're just having dinner, are we supposed to be gay? My goodness. But anyway, the Democrat is trying to preserve the Constitution. Look at that video a few minutes ago. I was just listening from the lady from Texas. Trump, the national security, and his shitter, taking things that people have died for and claiming to be his. And then the Republican Party turning a blind eye.
President of the United States has committed. But when we start talking about things that look like evidence, they want to act like they blind. They don't know what this is. These are our national secrets. Looks like in the shitter to me.
In the shitter.
This looks like more evidence of our national secrets, say on the stage at Mar-a-Lago. When we're talking about somebody that's committed high crimes, it's at least indictments. Let's say 32 counts related to unauthorized retention of national security secrets, 7 counts related to obstructing the investigation, 3 false statements, 1 count of conspiracy to defraud the United States, falsifying business records, conspiracy to defraud the United States, 2 counts related to efforts to obstruct the...
Now,
we are born with them. They are part of our creation. They cannot be taken away even by the government. It's written. And that's what the Democrat Party objects to and doesn't like.
no. Now,
we are born with them. They are part of our creation. They cannot be taken away even by the government. It's written. And that's what the Democrat Party objects to and doesn't like.
no.
And that's what the Democrat Party objects to and doesn't like.
No.
And that's what the Democrat Party objects to and doesn't like.
No.
Ms. Ocasio-Cortez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Cohen, I'd like to quickly pick up on some previous lines of questioning before getting into my own, so I may go a little quickly to get it all in 5 minutes. First, my colleague from Vermont had asked you several questions about AMI, the parent company of the National Enquirer, and in that you mentioned a treasure trove, a quote, treasure trove of documents in David Pecker's office relating to information assembled from all these catch and kill operations against people who potentially had damaging information on the president. You also mentioned that the president was very concerned about the whereabouts of these documents and who possessed them. Does that treasure trove of documents still exist?
I don't know. I had asked David Pecker for them.
So you would say the person who knows the whereabouts of these documents would be David Pecker?
David Pecker, Barry Levine, or Dylan Howard.
Okay, thank you. Secondly, I want to ask a little bit about your conversation with my colleague from Missouri about asset inflation. To your knowledge, did the president ever provide inflated assets to an insurance company?
To set out on a path to get whatever they want. It's nothing more complicated than that. To be whatever they want. To do whatever they want. Now, we understand there's a common morality and a framework of law within these behaviors take place.
I was just about to say that. There's respect and understanding, and there's boundaries. Yes, you could go and achieve whatever you want, but don't step on people's right to get it. All right, within certain rules and regulations. So yeah, I was just about to say it, but there he is making that reference. Yes, you could still pursue your happiness or whatever it is that you want, but there is a certain way of doing it without disturbing somebody else's own way of achieving theirs. All right, so let's continue.
Yes.
Who else knows that the president did this?
Alan Weisselberg, Ron Lieberman, and Matthew Calamari.
And where would the committee find more information on this? Do you think we need to review his financial statements and his tax returns in order to compare them?
Yes, and you'd find it at the Trump org.
Thank you very much. The last thing here, the Trump Golf Organization currently has a golf course in my home borough of the Bronx, Trump Links. I drive past it every day, going between the Bronx and Queens. In fact, the Washington Post reported on the Trump Links Bronx course in an article entitled "Taxpayers Built This New York Golf Course and Trump Reaps the Rewards."
Don't need to specify. It doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Outside the law, you know what I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
A normal, sensible person does.
That article is where many New Yorkers and people in the country learned that taxpayers spent $127 million to build Trump Links in a, quote, generous deal, allowing President Trump to keep almost every dollar that flows in on a golf course built with public funds. And this doesn't seem to be the only time the president has benefited at the expense of the public. Mr. Cohen, I want to ask you about your assertion that the president may have improperly devalued his assets to avoid paying taxes. According to an August 21st, 2016 report by the Washington Post, while the president claimed in financial disclosure forms that Trump National Golf Club in Jupiter, Florida, was worth more than $50 million, he had reported otherwise to local tax authorities that the course was worth, quote, no more than $5 million.
Don't need to specify. It doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Outside the law, you know what I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
A normal, sensible person does. American exceptionalism, America the first country to enshrine in law that the individual has rights, liberties, and freedom that cannot be taken away. We are born with them. They are part of our creation. They cannot be taken away even by the government. It's written. And that's what the Democrat Party objects to and doesn't like.
Nah.
Mr. Cohen, do you know whether this specific report is accurate?
It's identical to what he did at Trump National Golf Club at Briarcliff Manor.
Do you know, to your knowledge, was the president interested in reducing his local real estate bills, tax bills?
Yes.
And how did he do that?
What you do is you deflate the value of the asset, and then you put in a request to the tax department for a deduction.
Don't need to specify. It doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Outside the law, you know what I'm talking about here.
Thank you. Now, in October 2018, the New York Times revealed that, quote, President Trump participated in dubious tax schemes during the 1990s, including instances of outright fraud that greatly increased the fortune he received from his parents.
Don't need to specify. It doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Outside the law, you know what I'm talking about here.
And it further stated from Mr. Trump, quote, he also helped formulate a strategy to undervalue his parents' real estate holdings by hundreds of millions of dollars on tax returns, sharply reducing his tax bill when those properties were transferred to him and his siblings. Mr. Cohen, do you know whether that specific report is accurate?
I don't. I wasn't there in 1990s.
Who would know the answer to those questions?
Alan Weisselberg.
And would it help for the committee to obtain federal and state tax returns from the president and his company to address that discrepancy?
I believe so.
Thank you very much. I yield the rest of my time to the chair.
We are born with them. They are part of our creation. They cannot be taken away even by the government. It's written. And that's what the Democrat Party objects to and doesn't like.
No.
And it is this primarily.
That's where we disagree here. The Democrat is trying to preserve that. But there's the megas. Look at this. I didn't even know he was going to say that. There's the megas, the Trump people are removing that. Literally, it's happening now. It's happening now. I think it was the LGBTQ thing where they're saying that restaurant people cannot serve certain people if you're gay or something. How the hell will they know somebody's gay? Were they in their bedroom when that happened? If I walk with a girlfriend, we're just having dinner, are we supposed to be gay? So it's not the Democrat who's doing that. It's the Republican Party. This is where we disagree right there with them.
That has allowed everybody in this country to do what they want, to get what they want, to be what they want, applying themselves to whatever degree they wish.
Okay, so that's it. Let's do a prayer. Okay, prayer for, I don't know. Let's say wisdom. That's all I could think of. Prayer for wisdom. Oh, nothing was typed. Okay, so God, we pray that you grant us wisdom, that wisdom will flow from fearing you, from time in your word, from walking with you in prayer and worship, from close relationship with you. God, that you will guide and lead and direct us by your wisdom in us. God, please, may it be so, I pray. All right, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better